Okay. I like this. I like this. Check, check. Mm. I muted my mic. So I'm noticing. Check, check, check. I'm trying to see if the mic is good. You know what I'm saying? Um, mm, how about dashboard? Says level setting. Put up an overlay for your brakes. I don't need that. So I'm just checking the stream right now. See how this works. Um, Trying to see how I would do this. Looking at the customization. Cancel. Create highlight video. I don't need to create no highlight video. This just says add stream marker. I don't know if that means to share that. I really just want to make sure that my mic is turned up, but I don't know where to go to make sure people can hear me well. You would think it's like setting. You would think it would be like go to setting, but there's no real like. And also, I'm just kind of like I'm really just streaming it through my computer. There's no like connection, you know. So let's switch account, select stream, and well, I guess I'm streaming right now. I really just want to see if hmm, um yo, I can't really check. I'm really want to check to see if y'all can hear me, but I can't. This is crazy. I can't. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I don't see. Check, check, check. I don't see the. Uh, let me scroll down. I don't want to go live. I can't really. I'll use. Mm, recording location. This is not going to help. This ain't helping either. Yo, this is crazy. Hmm. So annoying. Check. I mean, I got loud just now. Whoop! Yo! Yo! I don't know. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully it didn't get too loud, but I'm here to just kind of chat it up. That's what I want to do. And this is how I kind of wanted to chat it up. Um, go to chat GPT real quick. See you guys, bro. Um, yeah, I think that's the login. Oh, hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay, so this is not. This is not the sign in I want. I think I want the other one. Hmm. Guess it's not gonna let me. I guess I gotta log out. Hmm. Boo. All right. Um. Hmm. I wonder if you can listen to music. Can you hear music from? I've been. Can you hear that? If I was to play this, would you be able to hear this? I'm not sure. Oh, so I got somebody. I am doing my workout. I don't know if you can hear that song, but someone was writing in my message. I didn't even see that they was writing in my message. It said, "Bro, let's go. I haven't seen you for a minute." Then it said, "You still doing your workouts?" Of course, I'm still doing my workouts, running every single day, working out. As you can see, still in shape. I can see this. Man, I wonder. Dang, he gave me a little crown thing and all that stuff. Man, I didn't even see that. But I just wanted to see if he can. I need somebody on this to see if I actually, if they can actually see this live. Because if you can see this live, this may be the new swag, and I want to see if you can hear the live, and I want to see if all that different type of stuff. I might even go, live on TikTok, stuff like that. I probably won't be able to get on live TikTok because, yep, blocked. I think TikTok is blocked on my computer, on this specific computer. um, let me. I don't really have nothing to say, which is crazy. I usually always got stuff to say. Um, what I want to talk about. I'm gonna put the mic a little closer to me, so if you are hearing it through here, what you're, yeah, I guess if you are hearing it through here, it's coming out strong enough. Let's hope, because that's gonna be annoying that it's not. Um, I haven't really been putting out any music, but I've been making music, and it's weird. Here's the situation. Um, I'm starting to fall in love with the idea of just creating. I think I always have fell in love with just creating. I think creating music and being able to express myself through the skits and the content and the art and the way I, carry myself and the way I dress and how I love, all that stuff has just been part of my creative process. So that's always been a thing. I think I'm falling more deep, more. I think I'm falling in love more deep into the practice of it, the practice of expressing myself, um, and realizing that it's the practice. It's not really the rewards or even the ears or the eyes that it potentially can and will connect to, if any. It's just the practice. The samurai sharpens the sword, even during peace. The practitioner of the martial arts is still punching, working on his technique. And the process and the practice of it is kung fu, not the result of it, but the journey and the effort and the practice of it. Right? Is the martial art. Anyway, I say all this to say that I have been falling in love with just kind of practicing and creating the arts. But in the midst of that, sucky stuff happens. Life happens. So my phone will just break, and I'll have to buy or repair the phones. My computer that I actually make music on, uh, finally like gave out and just not work. The screen doesn't even turn on, which is annoying, which is sucky because I have my Ableton on that computer. I don't even know how that works with the licensing. My hard drive before the hard drive I'm using now, the hard drive clunked out and broke, so I lost a lot of music with that. Just a lot of things were just happening as far as uh, being able to hold on to the work, the art that I was making was very difficult. A hard drive broke. The computer that I was working on to make music broke. Um, um, and now, and my phone has been breaking. Uh, so now I done all the work. Now I have done all the work, but don't really have uh product to show of it. And I don't think I'm that upset about, it, which is okay. Also, in the process of living in 2026 and everything is becoming digitized and frankly AI is taking over, I started looking into AI and how does it pertain to music. And I really don't know how I feel about that. I really don't know how I feel. Um, I have theories and ideas of why I feel like AI just isn't authentic and ways you can kind of use AI to make music and make art. But overall, it's very, very scary. Um, and I don't really know if it's scary because it's an identity shift. Is it our natural path towards evolution? Or is this just something that like is being forced upon, like a forced evolution? Um, which feels scary. And the only way you can kind of really understand if it's truly in a natural evolution or if it's like forced evolution is if you just be open to it and you experience it and you evolve into this new state and then you realize, oh man, I've been brainwashed or whatever, or oh man, I've developed a new version of being. I don't know. You just don't know until you experience it. And I am scared of experiencing something that will take me away from the true purpose of what I want to be, which is to live, love, and create. Live to the fullest, create to the best of my mind, and love with all my heart, all my being. Um, that being said, let me tell you a little bit about AI. This is how I feel. Like I've been using like Sono and all that stuff, and all these extra AI stuff. There's another thing that helps me create content where I can second visual clip. That's been a thing that I've been playing with. And also, I ran out of memory on my phone, so things that I've made I can't even put out because my phone just won't allow me to upload it. Like literally upload. I don't even have enough space to upload stuff. Not download, not save, just can't even upload. Whatever. And also I've been creating art in other aspects. I've been, boxing and working with my family with some BJJ and running, and so I've been creating, and expressing forms of arts in all aspects. Anyway, I'm jumping back and forth because that's just what's going to happen with me. AI. I have this idea that like when we are creating from orbit like antennas, and we're channeling from a higher source, right? You've heard people like Prince, Michael Jackson, Mozart, Van Gogh. You've heard many different forms of artists who speaks about um, getting a vision or getting an idea from a higher power, right? It's not really coming from us. We're just the antenna, and we're connected to the source, right? So we get these new ideas, the new beautiful ideas that evolve into uh, what it becomes today and in the future, and so on and so on, so on and so forth. Uh, and that source that we pulling from is I think is beyond us, right? Stuff that we can't really describe. I would even say is what keeps all of us connected. Um, it can be consciousness. It could be what God is. It could be, Christ conscious. It could be all that stuff, but I don't know. So I just think I call it the highest power, higher power, and we kind of are able to download from that. Um, because we have this Bluetooth uh, that we all is able to lock in, which keeps us all connected, right? So maybe I can't connect with a person per se because they're not on my frequency, or I haven't awakened myself enough to see the to see the connection that I have with every living and non-living thing. But I do know that there is a connection to a higher power, and that everybody has that same connection. So at bare minimum, I can understand that like we are all connected in some sort of way because we are all connected to a higher power. If and that's if I don't acknowledge the idea that we are all connected, just living in the space, right? Um, but let's say I do understand that, which I do. This is where like the AI thing gets in my way, because AI is not really pulling from the same source that I will pull from if I am creating things out of the blue, right? AI is using everything that already has existed, collecting all the data that has already exist in all of the worlds, and is creating from that, and or fixing up the pattern to make it feel, look, and sound like something else. And they do it so good, they do it so well that it feels new, or it feels different from what we've already experienced, or it feels like its original, or its originality, or its original content is coming from, but really it's just pulling from things that have already exist. Whereas uh people like Michael Jackson said that like songs like songs from the Thriller album just kind of came to him, almost like he was just open to receive them, and that's why those songs are so magical. So I think about stuff like that. I think that AI has a pool in which it's not really consciousness, but it's just a pool of data and information and resource that we can use to help create new things. And I don't know if that's a good thing or is that just a fake new thing, or it's like just a fake close, super close imitation of the real. And I think AI is becoming so good at getting close to the real that we as humans are doing the extra work to make it feel or become real. It's like VR, right? Or the, or the AR or 3D or anything that's augmented, right? When we go to the 4D experience in the movie, or we watch 3D movies, or whatever the case may be, or if we're playing like a virtual reality game, the AI or the algorithm is creating patterns that will affect our senses or affect our minds, and our brain will do the heavy lifting to make it feel real, right? So if I was, doing a VR game, I'm literally not type walking, right, in the VR game, but visually it will make me feel like I am 1,000 feet up in the air. It will make me feel like I'm walking on a plank. If it's 4D, they'll probably blow wind in my direction to kind of show that I'm up in the air and it's windy. And then with all that information and sources that they already know to be when I am up in the air, they can trick my brain to feel like it's real. And I think that's what AI is doing with everything else, with music, with film, with creating scripts, with all that stuff. They are using the resources from what people has already downloaded into that pool and using their uh, very enhanced algorithm to trick my mind to make me feel that what is put out, the output of it, is real or anything close to the real experience of tight roping or skydiving or making music or uh, writing a script channeling from the auto source, or even making the actual film, or writing that poem or singing that song or performing that monologue or taking that picture or drawing that picture, right? So what tends to happen is you the work, the journey, the practice that comes with being able to rock climb gets lost because I don't have to do the practice to create a footage. I don't know if you understand the connection that I just made, but I think that's what I'm trying to say. Says my connection is unstable. Please wait while we try to reconnect. I ain't go nowhere, so why would my connection be, off, off? Okay, I think I'm still good. Anyway, I heard this thing on IG once that someone was speaking about two brothers was going up Mount Everest, and one made it to the top climbing or this type of stuff, and another dude I think took the steps or helicopter, whatever the case may be. They both made it. Um, and when the brother got up to the top of Mount Everest, he saw the beautiful view, and his brother, he was like, "Dude, where'd you go? I wanted to experience this thing with you." And he was like, "Well, we are experiencing it. Look, we got the same view. Uh, look at the sunset or the sky, whatever the case may be." And the brother was like, "Nah, my view is different than your view." And the brother was like, "How is it different?" And the brother said, "I can't really explain it, but the answer is somewhere down the mountain." And what I got from that is my view, my perspective of life is different by the practice and the experience that I've made along the way, the work, right? How how different AI is making my experience of making music. Now, I think I only feel this way because I am someone who has made music without AI. So I haven't been able to, I didn't have the resources to have AI to make music. So I literally made music. I made music with walls, anything, my voice. I use whatever I can do and whatever I can grab to make music, keyboards, like all different types of stuff. And I made music to the best of my ability. And I love the output of the art that I made. I remember making a guitar out of shoebox and rubber bands. That was a thing that I did. And with that, I was able to make and write a song. And it's funny because my sister, she sings that song all the time. My very first song. She sings it all the time when we was kids. And I'm not gonna sing it, but that's but that comes with an experience and a memory and a connection. A beautiful one at that. But what happens now is I can probably make that same song 1,000 times better with a prompt and a push of a button. And you may love that song 1,000 times better. But how I, as the artist, or maybe how you, as someone who appreciates art, will look at that piece of art differently because you understand that there was no life. There wasn't as much life experienced or practiced in the making of that art or the output of that art. And I think that means a lot. I think it just becomes a little bit heavier. I think that's why we love like a DMX, right? Who pours his life in his songs and his tracks. And this is the same reason why we feel like Drake is getting his bad rap for like, is he really like us? Has he experienced the thing that, or is he just really, really, really good at making fire ass songs? It's the live experience, it's the practice, it's the journey. It's the same reason why you would hate if someone bought a black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. You would hate that and walk around and go, "Hey, I'm a black belt. I bought it, and not only did I buy it, I am training people. I'm coaching, I'm training, I'm getting money for training for being a black belt. I do interviews, all different type of stuff. I get opportunities. I have a sports endorsement deal, all different types of stuff. Um, and I paid for that black belt versus someone who, I don't know, lived in a remote place and all they did was wake up, eat, train, eat again, run, go to sleep, wake up, do the same thing. Right? And from afar, you will see like, oh, they're both black belts. They're both, but when you dive into the world and you live and you look closely and you live closely and live deeper into that world, you'll see that it's totally different. You feel it. You truly feel it. And I think that's what's really happening with AI when creating music. Because outside looking in, the songs is fire. The art that comes out of it, fire. Really appreciate the songs and the ideas that I was able to create, or even make my ideas and kind of pour it out to the best of their ability. And sometimes it's better than even the resources that I would have or be able to make because of the lack of resources I have. And it's just like, oh, you want a 100-person piece orchestra? Gotcha. It's like where would I be able to find that? I don't have the money for it. I don't have the resources. None of that. But they like, oh yeah, we got you. Boom. Now my ideas are able to flourish, but like, how close is it in the practice? Or can you appreciate the product that comes out of the AI because although it's something that they generated, it's coming from the idea of a lived person. So maybe I didn't make the beat or created the songs or wrote, see, even sung the songs, but the prompt that was put in is coming from a person that has lived, and that prompt could have been pulled from an higher power, and maybe that's how we connect it, right? Maybe this is how we blend it or integrate it. But the sucky part about that is when I put that prompt inside the AI algorithm, it can only receive it based off its own capacity and bandwidth and system. And yes, it has the opportunity to be, I guess, open to take in information and data, but it's still ones and zeros. It's not really conscious. It's just ones and zeros. So it won't even fully be able to receive what I am putting in as a prompt because it is uh, of itself. Does that all make sense? So I feel like that's my like a strife with AI and to art. I think I don't know the outcome. I just don't know the outcome of what this all means. So I'm not like screw AI, and I'm not screw old ways of making music. I'm not that. I'm let's be open with our minds, our heart, our soul, and let's and find ways to push forward. I do think though now that because I do use both because I want to master all things. I want to understand all things. So, but what happens to me in my mind when I'm using AI, it becomes very transactional, very jive, blah blah blah. With AI, I make a lot of like thinking like, ooh, this would be it feels real music doesn't feel like an artist. It feels like music business or content creation. Like, ooh, I'm gonna use this prompt to make songs so that way running songs. Like I made a bunch of like running songs. And the reason why I made a bunch of running songs was that, as you know, I run every day. I was like, oh man, I should make a whole bunch of running songs with 180 BPMs that keeps me on my pace, that is perfect for long runs, short runs, intervals, all different types of stuff. Um, and I don't want to just make it. I want to just, have those songs from my ideas. So I did that. I did a whole bunch of running songs. It's Afro house, piano, uh, themed. Feels good. But it's not me. It's not my vocals. Um, but it has some essence of my vocals. It's not me actually singing. It's not me actually making it. It's not me. It's not me anything. It's like it's me with some words. The type of lyrics and stuff. But overall, it doesn't really feel more me. It feels like, oh, I made this for this condition and this piece of content, and I am going to enjoy it for what it is. People will probably enjoy it for what it is. But when I make music myself, disregarding AI, uh, it's usually, man, I feel good about this first. Then, oh, how can I market it to make it so that way people like it, blah, 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 blah. And I think that's what I've been leaning more on as I'm getting older. As I'm like, I'd rather just make music until I die. It's becoming more like, oh, I want to make music that makes me feel good. And usually the music that makes me feel good is music that I'm making with my hands. And we could think about that, really think about it, and understand what I'm saying. Like what AI as a whole is taking away from us. Like I can Uber eat something right now, and food can come to me, or I can go to my backyard, grab the eggs, grab the potatoes that's farming, and make it from scratch. Wake up early and make it. And as I'm cooking it, I can smell the food simmering. And maybe while I'm cooking, I'm a little too loud. I'm probably playing music while I'm cooking. I'm a little too loud, and my son comes up and asks me what I'm making, and I say, oh, I'm making some breakfast. How many eggs you want? And I'm experiencing that now. He's kind of like experiencing it, and maybe he goes back to sleep, but he has that smell of knowing what's to come. And then I make all the food. Maybe I squeeze my orange juice. Maybe I juice my apple. Right? Maybe I had to cut up the apples and put it one by one and juiced it. Maybe. So that when I eat it, and my wife comes in and go, hey, what are we making? And I say, don't worry about it, just enjoy it. And when we eat it, and when I take a bite of that or take a sip of that juice, the experience of enjoying it, it's like, you understand what I'm saying as far as that? I think that's what's happening. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. Yeah, that was my rant. Uh, that was just me kind of chatting it up. This is literally just a test on whether you guys can hear me or not. I played some things. I just wanted to see if you can hear what I hear. I really don't know if any of this stuff picked up. Um, I'm gonna play one thing right now. Huh. I'm gonna play this AI. I don't think you can hear it because the audio is not popping up. Yeah. See. Try to get to you. Trying to get to you. All right. All right. So if you could hear me, let me sing a song so that way, if you do can hear me, I can clip it at least and put it on my pages. What song do I want to sing? Uh, um, I said, ooh, I sing one of my songs. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I said, free falling, I'm falling for you. And I never feel like I will touch the ground as I drown in your love. I can't see nobody above you. Yeah. And when I look up, all that I see is you. Yeah. So save us. Save us. Yeah, yeah. Save us from our. Save us. Save us. Yeah. Save us from our love. 'Cause this shit feel like opium. And I never wanna come down. You're my fix, I'm addicted to your love now. Save us, save us, yeah, yeah. Save us from our love. Save us, save us, yeah, baby. Save us from our love. 'Cause this shit feel like opium. Yeah. Yeah. That's a song that came from one of my latest tracks. That was like it's called Save Us. New Moon, Part 1. Yeah. I got a bunch of tracks. I got another one. I'll sing another one. Um I just wanna ready get you I don't know how to begin it because I just wanna tell you that I'm on when I'm ready to get you to my crib, yeah. When it comes to loving you, baby girl, there's no stopping me unless it's you that's stopping me off, girl. Water drop off from your body drop water like a waterfall. I can make it rain, I can make it rain. I'ma say your name, you gon' scream my name. Your body's so wide, I can't even tame it. You love me like I'm super famous. I fly you out like someone who got air. And you come through and just jump on my body. And tomorrow she's gone, and I'm all alone. Sitting here thinking about her. She's never home, but she reps her city. She get flown out and reps her city. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm, yeah. That's a good song too. That's a good one. Um, I said, um, I just get in the way. Yeah, I just get in the way. You said you want love, yeah, 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 but I'll just get in the way. It's all in my DNA. 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 Let me song dance. It's all in my blood, yeah. I'm known to mess it up, yeah. So what am I gonna do? With loving you, who am I gonna do? Like Cupid, you call me, I'm such a fool. I'm falling all over you, yeah, yeah, yeah. But don't trust the start. I'll break your heart. I'll leave you broken. You should run far. Uh, you should run. You should run. You should run. You should run away. Ooh, babe. Solomon did it. I'll just get in the way. You said you want love, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'll just get in the way. It's all in my DNA. 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 Hard, right? Hard. Another one. Um. Ooh, what's that? Don't you compare nobody to me. Oh yeah. But I just wanna live my life like a movie. Oh yeah. But baby, when I'm with you, it's my favorite scene. Yeah. Girl, you gotta have the Spike Lee. But I don't wanna push it. You telling me one, take a hit from the blood, but baby, don't push it to another level, baby. Unless you know you're ready, I'm cool with it. You high with a body like that. How you get your body like that? You bad in a hottie like that. I want your vibe with your body like that. You said you wanna chill with it, get it, From the back when I hit it, ass so different. Your sex appeal got me feeling so lifted. The way she hit it. She just feel real good and gifted. I don't know. She asked me what she want. I just wanna chill. I'ma keep it real. I just wanna ride like a rodeo. She with the book. She with the shits. I just wanna ride like a rodeo. Ah, yeah, yeah. Like a rodeo. Ah, yeah, yeah. I just wanna chill. I'ma keep it real. I just wanna ride like a rodeo. I ain't with the bull, but we the shit. She just wanna ride like a rodeo, like a rodeo. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a rodeo. Ah, yeah, yeah. I just wanna chill. Girl, I'm with the bull like you. So baby, what you wanna do? What's the deal? I know you don't, but those clowns running around. Tell me how you feel, baby. She said she wanna do something crazy. So giddy up, grab the bull by the horn. The only fan that's doing it like a pawn. Yeah. That's bars right there. Right? The whole song is about uh the whole title is called Rodeo. But really I'm not talking about a rodeo. I'm talking about, jumping on the idea of catching a vibe and riding that wave. Not thinking too much, not trying to do too much, not trying to be, just keeping it real. Like, you know, cut the bull, because I'm not with the bull, but she with the shits. Bullshit, bull. You feel me? Bull, ride the radio, rodeo, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know you done with those clowns running around. Tell me how you feel. Like, you feel me? Rodeo. It's, you know, she the bull. I'm trying to ride. I think that's fire. I think I did my big one when I was writing that song. Man, all right, that's me. I'm done. All right, I'll at y'all guys. Thank you for listening, and remember, play my song, dance, live, love, create.